What's happening? This particular video is for all of the star children, all of the star seeds out there, all of those particular individuals that are crystal children, all of your indigo children. This particular video is for you. I want to go ahead and put together this segment pertaining to something new I'm going to be doing. And since I finished the software and everything, people don't really know, but I did a lot of work on the software. It really took a lot out of me because I did a lot of work on it. I mean, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of pages worth of writing and things like that. So don't think that Ram Hotep is just sitting over here chilling or whatever. I mean, like, when you don't see me shooting videos, I'm writing, I'm doing software. I mean, I'm always doing something. I'm doing orders, something, or I'm meditating, you know what I'm saying, or trying to get some sleep or some shut-eye in, but just always doing something, always on the move or whatever. And now that I have that project complete, it's time for me to go ahead and embark on something that I promised a lot of people that have been following my videos from the very beginning, and people that was following my writings from Twitter before I even got on YouTube. You guys know that I was speaking of the Renaissance that's getting ready to take place, and I talked about the Moorish Renaissance, and I talked about the Renaissance that was going to take place based upon the Year of the Dragon in the Chinese calendar. And the Year of the Dragon is coming to an end. It's coming to an end, and that Renaissance, everything that I said was going to take place, that Renaissance happened. I mean, you see the change, the shift that took place, and how many people, you know, woke up to consciousness in this year alone. I mean, I did so many consultations for people that were like, oh, I just woke up like 3 months ago, or I just woke up like 6 months ago. I mean, the Renaissance definitely took place. But now it's time for phase 2 of the Renaissance. And me, myself as a person, I'm the type of person, I'm always about work in progress. I'm always about moving and like always trying to go to the next thing or whatever. So many of you heard me talk about I was going to start another YouTube channel, and it was going to be for artists. And I'm still going to do that, and that's what this video is about, because that channel is going to be up in a couple of weeks. And I'm putting out this video right now because what I'm trying to do is that I want to round up all of the artists out there. I don't care if you're, especially like all your producers, I'm talking about like artists, like as far as in the music arena or in the entertainment arena. So all of your writers, all of your producers, all of your musicians, all of your AVP people, all those people out there. I need all of you guys' help, because basically what's going on is that we're forming this this Starseed Renaissance, and that's what I'm calling it. It's basically a Starseed Renaissance or whatever. And this Starseed Renaissance is it's not going to be a lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, I've been on here for not even a year, and you know what I'm saying, like I did okay, you know what I'm saying, as far as like getting a little bit of exposure or whatever. But really, as far as this Renaissance, it started out with me writing on Twitter. It started out with me talking on YouTube, but it has to go beyond that. It's really about the creativity. It's really about the arts. That's what this Renaissance is really about. It's an artist revolution. That's what I was calling it or whatever, like earlier this year. It's definitely an artist revolution, because the artists are really going to take over and take the place of the religious people out there. I mean, it's a lot of like religious people out there. You know, you got your Christians, you got your Muslims and stuff like that. And in the old world and in the age of Pisces, the religious orders controlled everything. But in this new time, we're going into the age of Aquarius. In this new time, the artists are going to be those particular individuals that are going to control everything. Now, when I say control, I really shouldn't use the term control, but let's just say the artists are going to set the tone. Put it that way. The artists are going to set the tone. Being an artist is going to be like being in a new priesthood. And that's because of the creativity has been suppressed in humanity for so long. Like, we haven't really been able to express ourselves for like a really long period of time. And I mean, we're talking for thousands of years, and that's due to religion. Like, religion has suppressed art. Now, back in the days before religion, I mean, our ancestors, I mean, they were artists. They were cultural people. I mean, straight up artists or whatever. I mean, you got to look at take for instance the ancient Egyptians, right? Like, the ancient Egyptians, I mean, they spent their whole lives creating art that, like, for their death. They spent can you imagine that? Like, we're so selfish right now. That's what I mean about, like, people being vain and stuff. Like, can you imagine spending your whole life for art? Like, spending your whole life, like, creating art for your death, like, creating art for your casket, creating art for your, wherever you're going to be buried at. Just basically, pretty much, you spending your whole life preparing for your death. And people don't realize, like, I mean, they spent sometimes 30-40 years just drawing and creating art. And art was very key because it was like, art was the way that you would tap into the right brain. I mean, you talk about like you want to be more spiritual. You talk about you want to be more in tune with your higher senses. Well, creativity is what gets you in tune with your higher senses. Like, for instance, if you draw a picture, that picture helps you to tap into the right side of your brain or whatever. So like, just from you drawing it, it doesn't matter how good of an artist you are or how bad of an artist you are. Just because you're drawing that picture, you're tapping into the right side of your brain. What you're doing is you're tapping into the subconscious realm, and that's the realm that we create our reality here from. So the artist, the true artist, knows that creators, like, we are creators. Somebody was asking me in the last video I did, because I said I wasn't going to start in the call order, and they were asking me, so like, what, I mean, like, so what do we call ourselves? Like, what are we? And I mean, as far as being a starseed and an indigo, and you know what I'm saying, the knowledge that I carried over from my past lives, I mean, basically, I'm here to tell people that we are creators. And I always say this in my video, like, what we call ourselves, we are creators. That's what we are. So we create anything that we need. We can create our own reality. So with that, when I'm talking about this renaissance or whatever, this is going to be a renaissance of creativity. So I'm going to need, like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm going to need everybody, you know what I'm saying, because like, I know it's like it's already a lot of hip hop out there. It's already a lot of music out there. It's a lot of art out there. I know that. Like, you got models, you got all of that stuff already out there. You got producers and all of that out there, but you don't have these type of people that are really conscious and aware. You know what I'm saying? That's really been studying metaphysics. These people, a lot of these people that are out here doing this stuff aren't really cognizant and aware of, you know what I'm saying, the occult and the duality, you know what I'm saying, of quote unquote good and evil and right and wrong, and knowing how to balance those things or whatever. So like in the music industry right now, really it's more the so-called quote unquote evil is really more so predominant in the music industry right now. Like, you don't have that good voice, you know what I'm saying, you don't have that good energy or that good to balance out that so-called evil or whatever. So right now you're hearing a bunch of really and like, when I say evil, I'm not speaking on a religious sense. It's really ignorance, because like, ignorance is evil. So I mean, you got songs like Dance and Make Her Dance and all these different songs. I mean, I listen to the songs or whatever. I'm not knocking like the different artists out there. Like, I mean, shout out to DJ Paul or whatever for making that song or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, strip clubs and drug dealing and just all of this lights, camera, and action type of music is like, doesn't it ever get old? And like, when, I mean, I'm sure people, the fans, want to hear it like a balance. I mean, it's definitely a demand for it. I mean, I know that for sure. Like, if I can get on YouTube and get a few people to listen to me on YouTube from talking about consciousness, I'm sure an artist who's knowledgeable and they can take their art and basically take the knowledge that they have, and couple it with their art to create something. That's what the artist revolution is about, or the Starseed Renaissance is about. It's about basically like taking whatever your skill is, and there's a lot of artists, like a lot of us have the skill of like when I say artists, I mean, it's a lot of like musicians out there. So that's why I'm mainly focusing on music right now. So I'm mainly looking for music or whatever, because it's a lot of musicians. You have to take that skill that you have and not just make music so you can make some money, because that's what they got us doing now, you know what I'm saying, but you want to take that music and be able to change the vibration. Like, you can change the vibration with tone and frequency. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be able to take, like, say for instance, if you're a producer, you want to be able to put together certain sounds so that you can create a certain effect in the mind. So when a person's listening to that, it'll have them in that certain state. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to couple that producer with an artist that's basically pretty much on that same type of octave and that same type of vibration, and you guys are going to make millions of dollars together and make music together that's going to be uplifting the world, but still, you know what I'm saying, like, you're still going to get paid. So what I'm saying is that the Starseed Renaissance has to be about bringing another energy into the music industry, bringing that astrology, you know what I'm saying, into the music industry, like making people like more aware. It has to be a balance in the music industry, because right now ignorance is outweighing. So I mean, we already know it's room for balance to come in or whatever. So that's where the star seeds come in at. That's where the indigos, and that's where the crystal children come in at. So it's definitely going to be a renaissance. I need producers, because I'm going to be like, really, like I said, I mean, doing the talk YouTube is cool or whatever, but I'm going to be putting together another YouTube channel where I'm going to be putting out documentaries, you know what I'm saying, where it's not me just talking, but it's going to be an actual documentary. And these things are like soon come. Like, I'm not talking far off. This stuff is like soon come. That's why I'm telling you to send me an email or whatever. I got my email address actually at the bottom of this video, but I'm telling you to send me an email because I'm putting together a team right now. We need mainly Definitely producers. We definitely need writers and musicians. We definitely need somebody that does like audio video, somebody that can put together videos. We definitely need someone that can do that. These are the people that we need right now. Now we're going to need more, but we definitely need those three components right now. You know what I'm saying, to get this thing going or whatever, this renaissance or whatever. So thank you for watching this video. Just want to be real brief to let everybody know what I'm doing next. It's time for the renaissance to take place or whatever. Basically 2012 is just about wrapping up. 2013 is here, so we have to facilitate the shift. Like, we are facilitators of the shift. We can't get spooky here. Like people just get like really far out or whatever, like, and they get religious. Like, they're people calling themselves cognizant and conscious, but you're still religious or whatever because you're still thinking that like somebody else is going to just help you to make the shift, or somebody's going to come out and save you, or some other entity is going to make the shift happen, when it's like we facilitate the shift. Like we create our own reality from the inside out. We create our reality from the inside out. So whatever's in you is going to manifest on the outside of you. So you facilitating your own shift from the inside out. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just got to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to wake up and learn how to use your talents to change the reality. You know what I'm saying? So we can facilitate the shift. Like, don't just get caught up and wait. And just to wait to see what's going to happen, and then wait for the government to save you, or, you know what I'm saying, or wait for the Red Cross or somebody to save you. Like, you got to take the initiative to save yourself. So we are creators. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're codependent on each other, you know what I'm saying, as creators. You know what I'm saying? So we are co-creators with each other. You know what I'm saying? It takes a group of people. Like, a group of people can create a lot faster than one person. So it does take a group of people to create. So we all are independent, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, we are co-dependents, like, with each other, and co-creators with each other and with the universe. So got to be in tune with that, in line with that, and in harmony with that. Now we're also going to eventually, in the future, we're going to eventually need some models, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to need models that are, you know what I'm saying, looking different than what's out there on the music industry right now, on the music industry scene. Like, I want to really put a new look out there, you know what I'm saying? That's really what I'm striving to do, is just to bring a balance so people can see something different in the music industry. It's not about how many records we sell. I mean, we're going to make money, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that, but it's not about how much money's made. It's about really that image, putting that image out there, like something different than what's out there right now. So and it has to be done too, because, like, another thing I wanted to point out in this video is that before I shut this video down, is that us indigos and us crystal children have to really, it's time for us to really make a name for ourselves. We really, a lot of the indigos and crystal children are still up under the baby boomers, and up under those particular people that we look at as being older than us. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool, they're older than us, and I understand that, but what you have to realize, if you're an indigo or a crystal child, you're older than them. You're older than anybody that's born before. Like, anybody that's not an indigo or a crystal child, your soul is automatically older than them, because according to the teachings of Atlantis, you know what I'm saying, like, it was a certain group that was held up, that was going to come back during the shift, which is now, and incarnate during that time. The indigos were the forerunners to lead that. So with that, we have to have our own, you know what I'm saying, we have to have our own identity. We are definitely much more mature souls as far as souls is concerned, but we're very different and very unique, and we can't, like, allow ourselves to get, like, to be up under these baby boomers and stuff like that. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Like, we got to be independent, and we have to make a staple in this society and show who we are, because, like, we can't, like, be looking weak as indigos and crystal children. And, like, I'm saying like from a generational perspective, we can't be looking weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to look strong as a group, you know what I'm saying, and stop being up under people and let people benefit off of our creative energy. Because the indigos are creative, but it's like we always find ourselves up under somebody else, and they're benefiting off of us, usually an older baby boomer. Because, like, the baby boomers and the people before us, like, they're not as creative, so they're like middlemen. You know what I'm saying? So they need us to keep, like, you know what I'm saying, certain monies and stuff like that going or whatever. As far, I'm talking about, like, in a big industry, like, you know what I'm saying, when you start talking about, like, in the music industry and in these different industries or whatever, you always have, like, this older person that's trying to suppress the youth. And it's always been like that, like, trying to suppress the youth by keeping them up under them. But I'm saying it's time for us as indigos and crystal children, starseeds, to make our own way, to basically pave our own lane. So that's what this Renaissance is going to be about. That's what this channel is going to be about. So shoot me an email at my email address below. I will be getting back with you. Like I said, any type of skill that you have, especially if it's geared towards music. Please send me an email. Anything that you do, I'm going to be definitely utilizing you. Man of my word. Like, I mean, you see, I said I was going to put out a software, and I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff that I said I was going to do, I did it. So what I'm here to do is to progress, like to show progression for a certain group. You know what I'm saying? Starseeds, Christian children, indigos, to show progression. So that's what I'm here to do or whatever. I'm here to assist that, to assist the shift or whatever, and to facilitate that. So, and the Renaissance is needed because religion is going out. Religion is outdated. Religion has suppressed a lot of our artistic side and our creative side, and the fact that that's been suppressed, that's why we haven't really shifted and really caught up to where we're supposed to be at right now, because we've been suppressed by religion, just been suppressed by just a lot of the old ways in the old world, you know what I'm saying, because of the quarantine, you know what I'm saying, like the quarantine was put into place. So like with that, when the quarantine was put into place, a lot of knowledge and stuff was forgot. So we were always big on art, so it's time to bring that back. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this video down. I thank you guys for listening. I thank you guys for watching. Until we meet again, I'm going to leave you all in peace, love, and light.